Ready?
Yep, 1, 2, 3, and you're on.
All right. Welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Good morning, Steve. How you doing this morning? Good to see you. We're broadcasting live back in the studio. It feels like I've been gone for a month. I'm telling you, it's been crazy. Want to thank everybody. Thanks everybody for all the kind words and encouragement and everything. Thanks to Andrew for running not only the show here, but the show on Wednesdays on the Outdoor Call Radio app. And thanks for everybody. Who are you calling? 7:30. Yeah. See, I'm thanking him and he's messing up already.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, come on. Hey, do me a favor. Shut that door. Hey, I hope everyone's doing well. And Andrew brought cookies. I didn't get one yet, but that's all right. Show's brought to you in part today by our good friends up at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle, Iowa. $60 a month gets you a 12 by 50 assigned spot. They got security gates 24/7, security cameras, discount for multiple spots. You fill out a little application, find your spot. They're locally owned, and you will be happy. That's where I keep my stuff to make sure they're safe and easy to get in and out. Give Dick, Tracy, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362, and they will take great care of you. All right, we had a good trip. Good morning, Kenny. So I got to tell you, not all hunts or you know what? I'm going to switch mics here real quick. What mic is this, Andrew?
2.
All right, put me back on 2. I'm getting rid of that one. There, that's better. I don't. That rattling's driving me nuts. So not all hunts are based on tagging out. We all like to bring meat home, and trust me, nobody wanted to bring meat home more than I did, but it did not happen. No shots. Stewie, my buddy Matt Stewie, had a good opportunity. You go to Canada in October, and you think it's going to be cold, right? 85, 90 degrees. The day we got there, it just got hot. Good morning, John. Good to see you. It got hot, and it stayed hot, and I did see moose. I videoed probably 5 or 6 moose. I did have a moose come in at 40, 45 yards, but I just couldn't move. I was self-filming because we didn't have a camera guy with us, and there was just nothing I could do. I just sit there and watch him go to the left. He went over to Ken, and Ken's waving. Ken McGill is our guide, and Ken and Alicia and Chris and everybody, just super, super nice people. Eric the Great. It just didn't happen. I basically just told the guys, I said, you know what? I'm pretty much, once I'm set up, I'm stuck. So I was sitting up on, we went all over the place. We went to this place called the Beaver Dams. We went to this place called the hotel, the Moose Hotel, because there's moose beds everywhere. It was just amazing in this meadow. And then we finished up the week at this place. I can't remember what we called that place, but we called it the river because it was right on the river. But I saw moose every day there. They were not responding to a call. So I said, you know what? I want Stewie to get a chance at a moose. So why don't you guys go try to spot and stalk one? So they were going down these clear cuts, power lines, and just trying to jump one up, and they finally did. They got into a bull and 2 cows, and Ken sent Matt down like 40 yards and said sit up, and Matt wasn't there 2 minutes, and that bull let out just a brrr, just like that, Matt said. And then he came flying by Matt, and he stopped. And Matt had that bull moose at 6 or 7 yards, and he couldn't shoot. He was at full draw. It was so thick up there, folks. I mean, you go 10 yards into timber. I mean, it's crazy. You could get turned around so easy. That moose was right in front of him, but he couldn't shoot. And I applaud Matt for not shooting, because we definitely did not want to wound a moose. We wanted to either get him or not get him. And but Stewie had the best encounter of our group, and with me and Matt anyway. And it was just it was crazy. I mean, it was a great time, and I got great video of beavers. I was watching beavers build beaver dams. Kind of remind me of Andrew a little bit. They were so kind of cute. They'd sit there and chew on some some water vegetation. Good morning, Dr. Don. Talk to you here in a little bit. Just chewing on vegetation, and I had to learn how to moose call because I've really never cow moose called in my life, to be honest with you. And I'm going to be as honest as I can about it. I suck. I mean, if I had to make a living moose calling, Jenny and I would be starving. I mean, it wouldn't be good. But I said, you guys go. If I see a moose, I'll try to call him in and see what happened. But so Ken was giving me some crash courses. Good morning, Hank. Go Revelton. Hank, when's that rye whiskey going to be ready? Let me know, will you? I tried to get a hold of Rob the other day, and I never did get back. He never got back with me. So Ken's sitting there trying, he goes, no, you got to be real nasal when you do it. So he's trying to teach me. I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live. So you got to take your fingers and pinch your nose off, and then you got to get this wah, 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 wah. You got to play till you get the right tone. And then you got to take your thumbs and put them under your chin, and then kind of close your mouth off, and then you go wah, 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 wah. Now that was probably better than I did in the timber, but it still stinks. I'm telling you. Ken bless his heart. Ken said, don't do it unless it's your last resort. When the guy tells you not to call, you know it's not good. So, but hey, that's just the way it is. I didn't know I was going to have to do that. Emo's Pizza, I saw that, Tim. Thanks, buddy. Good morning, Kevin. Good to see you. Hope everything's good in New Jersey, buddy. So anyway, I got a little tribute to Ken McGill. Good morning, Rick, Mr. Mailman. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, Rick's listening to us in the tree stand. I went out last night, Rick. I had 2 bucks. Saw 2 bucks and about 7 does. They were definitely moving good last night. So that moonrise coming up, and yeah, I tell you, if I they weren't shooters, but boy, it was neat just to have whitetail after having that moose hunt go bad. And it, listen, that's hunting. I mean, Ken did everything he could to get me on a moose, and I would go back in a heartbeat. It's just a great place, and there's tons of moose. The last place they already shot 2. I think they've shot 2 moose where I was sitting since I left. It cooled down, and and I told Ken, tell the hunters congratulations. That's awesome. But yeah, I'd go back in a heartbeat. It's just that's the breaks of hunting, fair chase hunting. You just when you got to deal with weather conditions, there's just nothing you can do about it. So go get him, Rick the Mailman Elliott. So anyway, I got a little tribute to my moose guide, Ken, and we're gonna go and take you over to the ice arena. Setting us up. Yeah, I'm just waiting on Andrew. He had this all ready to go. I can hear it. Can you hear it?
Oh, I can hear it.
Hey, how you doing there, buddies? Hey, it's Dan the Woodsman Outdoors out here at Brayton Arena, home of the Brayton Salt and Pepper Street Brawl and Brawlers. That's right, the Beavers are in town here at Brayton Arena today. We've got a good game on target for you starting now. See, Ken McGill, I got to set this up. Ken was a hockey player, okay? So anyway, let me get back into my Canadian voice here. Hey, Ken, we got starring Ken. Don't forget to look in the back seat, McGill. Ken's been really racking up the penalty minutes this year. He's a brawler, folks. I'm telling you, my gosh, it's good to see him back on the ice with that stick hatchet a thing is. He's got it going on. Hey, we got just ready for the face-off. They're finishing up Old Canada right now. Let me just take a 5-second pause as we finish up the song. All right, there you go. We got center ice action going on, and the Beavers and the Whalers are at the ice. And it's Ken. Don't forget to look in the back seat. McGill taking the face-off. He takes the face-off. He hands it back to the folks in the back line. They're heading up the ice. There goes McGill. He's heading up the blue line. He's got his winger, Ogie Oglethorpe. He passes it on to Oglethorpe. Back to McGill. McGill's rushing in across the blue line. He's coming up across the net. He dekes, he doors, he scoots toward the goal. He shoots. He did it. He scored. He lit the lamp. Where's the horn? Oh, the horn's going. All right, there he goes. He hits the horn. That's all right, Ken. Don't forget to look in the back seat. McGill has done it again. Oh, did you see that, folks? No, you can't because this is radio. We just had someone in the crowd just threw him and hit him with a keychain. Oh my gosh, McGill's going crazy. He's taking his jersey off. He's climbing the wall. He's pointing. He's going at the crowd. The crowd's not taking it. The refs are trying to go after Ken. Don't look in the back seat. Forget McGill. He's climbing up. He hits the one spectator. The spectator's going down. Oh, the refs aren't taking it. They're going back. Oh, now the townspeople aren't taking it. They're chasing McGill. And by God, if I could get down on the ice, I wouldn't take it either. I would get after him. It's mayhem here at the Beaverton Arena in Brayton. I'm telling you, the home of the Brayton Salt and Pepper State Rolling Beavers. Hey, we better go to commercial break until we get the ambulances to go sort out the crowd. That McGill, he's a menace on the ice and on the crowd. I'm telling you, Beaver Arena's never going to get over this one, folks, I tell you. There you go. See, I can make a living doing hockey. Like a true Canadian. Well, I didn't see that. I was too busy trying to get it done. Donovan called me at 6:50 this morning. Hey, Dan, how you doing this morning? I said, peachy. Just peachy. I'm doing good. I'm telling. Skippy Peterson says, oh, my God. Yeah, I know. I ripped off Slapshot. I can't help it. It was a good time on the ice, I tell you. Oh, buddy.
Break it out.
Boy, I was driving Jenny nuts. Every day I call her from Canada. Hey, how you doing there, Jennifer? This is your old buddy, Dan the Outdoors, Dan Woodsman Young. How you doing there, buddy?
Did you really call her buddy?
Oh, I did. I called her buddy. She goes, Daniel, why are you calling me buddy? Oh, I'm just happy to know you, Jennifer. You know, you're my buddy. She goes, uh-huh. Yeah, I was driving her nuts for 7 days while I was up in Canada. I'm telling you. Donovan, hush, laughing. I bet you are too right now. Don't have a heart attack. You're awful wound up this morning. I'm telling you. Hey, Sammy. Sammy, there you go. Sammy Hewell, my little Air Force buddy. Hey, how you doing there, Sammy, Air Force buddy up in Montana? I can't. Huh?
Can't even get away from you even when you're in Canada.
Well, you got to call and say hi and see how it's going. Yeah.
Being called buddy.
How come the monitor wasn't playing that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Sammy, thanks for your service, buddy. We love you. Yeah, I got to tell you, I had such a good time up there. I did not have fun at the border, though. I will tell you that. I did not. Morning. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you. Matt and I got up there. We got into Portal, North Dakota, like at 10 in the morning. We were the only ones there. And we pull in there, and the lady opens the door. She goes, "Hey, how you doing? What you doing up here? What you trying to get into the country for?" And I said, "Well, we're going moose hunting." She goes, "Oh, you're going moose hunting, are you?" She goes, "How many guns you got?" I said, "We don't have any guns." "Okay, where are you going moose hunting at?" I said, "We're going to Brayton, Alberta." She goes, "Okay, how many guns you got?" I said, "We don't have any guns. We got bows." "Oh, you're going hunting with bows and arrows, are you? You like a challenge, do you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, we're bow hunters. We're bow hunting moose." She goes, "Okay, anything alcohol, tobacco, anything you want to declare?" I said, "Nope." She goes, "How many guns you got?" I said, for the third time, "No guns." She goes, "Okay, well, you got your passports?" Didn't even ask me for my vaccination card. And then you have to fill out this thing called Arrive Canada.
Arrive Canada.
Yeah, because they want you to have that filled out like 72 hours. Are you sick? Are you feverish? Blah, blah, blah. I go, "Here's our code for the Arrive Cam." "Oh, I don't need that." So I was like, what do you do all this for? They don't even want to look at it, right? Yeah. And then so I give her our passports. She gives them back. She goes, "So how many guns you got?" I said, for the fourth time, we don't have any guns. We're bow hunting. She goes, oh, I gotcha. Okay. She goes, hey, I tell you what, why don't you take your truck and park it over there by door number 1? We need to look through your vehicle. I said, really? She goes, yeah. I said, okay. So I go park in the vehicle, and they start going through the truck, the trailer. I mean, they went through everything. And then this guy and this girl come in from the border patrol. They said, the guy goes, what's all that camera gear for? I said, well, I always film. Anytime I go hunt, I film it. You know, I do social media, I do radio shows, blah blah blah. He goes, so what's this outdoors Dan thing? I said, I'm outdoors Dan. He goes, oh, click. They punched us right through after I said that. I should have just said, hey, I'm outdoors Dan. Open the gate.
There you go.
I should have just done it.
International.
Don't make me call Trudeau, that big doughboy. I'm telling you. And then on the way home, the guy we go through like at 10:30 at night, right? The guy goes, hey, how you doing? I said, hey, pretty good. He goes, where are you coming from? I said, well, we were in Alberta moose hunting. He goes, do you do good? I said, no, we got smoked. He goes, sorry to hear that. He goes, can you roll down the back window? I said, here you go. He goes, you got anything to declare? He goes, no. He goes, would you mind please just opening the back trailer so I can just take a look real quick? I said, absolutely not. Hopped out of the truck, pulled the gate down on the trailer, put it back, because I had an enclosed trailer. I shut the gate. He goes, you're good to go. You guys be safe going home. Couldn't be nicer. 5 minutes.
Yeah, welcome home.
You're welcome home. USA! 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 I'm telling you. I go back up in a heartbeat to see Ken and Alicia and Chris and Eric, but that border crossing is a pain in the rear.
Well, next time, just with your decked out truck.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I didn't see. That's another thing. I'm gonna get my truck wrapped this week. Yeah. I did, and the reason I did that, because the last time I had my truck wrap going up there, they gave me a bunch of guff about taking work away from a Canadian. I said, how am I taking work away from a Canadian? Well, you're doing a show up here, right? I said, yeah. He goes, well, why can't a Canadian do it? I said, how is a Canadian going to do my show? Yeah. It's my show. Well, and they were just, so that's why I didn't do it. But anyway, good morning, Tony. I'm just telling you, it was a mess. So anyway, thanks to Ken and Alicia and Chris and everything was 99.9% awesome up there. Just that little 1%. Yeah. Border Patrol. Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Heading on your next adventure, looking for some snacks to take? Why not pack a snack?
I know, Kevin, but I wasn't fibbing. I didn't have any guns. I mean, I know what they were doing. They were trying to catch me lying, but Jiminy Christmas, man.
Generous, tender morsels that taste outstanding. Soldier Boy Beef Jerky offers the following flavors: sweet heat, original, maple, or pepper flavors that will satisfy you all day in the field. Soldier Boy Beef Jerky.
Oh God, now it's got me distorted again.
Supporters of the Canines for Warrior Foundation. They also donate to troops that are deployed serving our country. So next time you're looking for snacks from home or on your next outdoor adventure, please remember to reach for some Soldier Boy Beef.
We're giving away the deer decoy today. I got the list. Woo.
For more information, please check us out.
So where's the guns? They're at home, Derek. I'm telling you, man, that was annoying.
Hear the news? The Olive Tap has a brand new location in the District of Prairie.
I don't need a gun. I got my Elite.
Fresh salads and sandwiches every day. The Olive Tap is your one destination for the finest cooking oils, spices, and flavors. And now, fresh salads and sandwiches. They now have even more.
There you go, Kev.
Oils from Italy, Greece, Spain, and other countries with unique flavors like Tuscan herb.
You gonna be able to fix that, or is it gonna be messed up?
Smoky bacon, and jalapeno, just to name a few. The Olive Tap also offers special oils like avocado and walnut oils, not to mention 20 different varieties of balsamic vinegars, including raspberry, strawberry,
Morning, Jeff.
barbecue, sour apple, dark chocolate, and many more. The Olive Tap carries sauces, spices, seasonings, jellies, and other fine cooking items that anyone who cooks would enjoy. They even offer cooking classes and tasting parties. Stop by the Olive Tap at the District of Prairie Trail, 1610 Southwest Main Street, Suite 105 in Ankeny, 515-964-1065, or at theolivetap.com.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion, get to Archery Field and Sports in Altoona and see what's new in your sport. Archery Field and Sports.
What's everybody up to today?
Hunters for generations. They have the experience to help you with your purchase and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and Bear, plus all the top extras and accessories you'll ever need. Mark and staff are trained on all the latest tuning and...
Good morning, Charles.
And our experts at personally fitting you to the bow you want.
The
They also have a
interviews will
40-yard
go
indoor range that will help you.
So
get
all that I did's all messed up.
Field and Sports has
try and
leagues
fix it.
and personal training sessions
Did you fix it?
available for you to
I
train
have.
for the
I
upcoming
gotta wait
season.
till
That'll help
we're
you
done
fill
with
your
the show.
stats.
No. Did you? If going forward, is it going to be a? Who's messing up the settings?
Well, I don't know, but it's just I keep changing it, and then that's.
Well, you're going to have to just make sure that you need to do that before we start from now on.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or
I mean, it's
tailgating?
ridiculous
If
that
you
we
are,
have to do that.
introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way.
There you go, Derek. Get some clover and some chicory and all that other brassicas and all that good stuff in there. Don't you know?
That maintains low temperature longer. Bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic
There you go,
Ice.
Kev.
Keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things up, try the Tundra packs that can keep your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, the Chill and Brew packs. It will keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures.
There you go,
4
Derek.
times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your
Did you see Denver got me 13 points?
to stay fresh and cold as possible.
I was up to 16 until the last 2 minutes. Good morning, LC. How you doing, kiddo?
At Sportsman's Warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get a
Got some Deer Milo deer certificates to give away.
Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. A limited clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing a limited can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects.
Cardinals lost last night.
Featured in a complete line of quality game-hide hunting
What
clothing.
from what they do? Put somebody in there that shouldn't have, or
.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
all right. Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. This is Dan. I don't have any guns in the back seat. Young. Everybody keeps asking me how many guns I have on Facebook Live. I don't have any. Well, I do have guns now because I'm back home. First thing I did when I got home, I put my gun in my truck, and it was such a good feeling. I missed my baby. You know?
Don't bring your guns to town.
Yeah. Don't bring your guns to town. Oh, man. Anyway, I had a good set last night, and no, we got, what do we got? 5 minutes before we give Don away. Don on the line.
Give Don away.
We're gonna give Don away. Let me find my
Don, you are
my atomic
prize.
randomizer. What'd you say?
Don's a prize now. We're gonna
Don's
give
a
him-
yeah. Dr. Don's always a prize.
It's like Don, we're gonna give you to somebody. I mean, I would definitely utilize Dr. Don for a week or even a day.
Yeah. I mean, hey, free counseling, man.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Andrew, give me a number between 1 and 25.
I often like the number 23.
You're going to make me do this 23 times. I got to randomize 23 times now. He would pick the most. So 1, 2, 3.
In the meantime, I do have
4,
some family
5,
from Arizona. Give them a
6,
shout out.
7, 8,
Well,
9,
you're up right now, that is.
10, 11, 12,
It is early.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Oh, we'll pass 23.
Oh, oh. Now I got to do it all over to be fair. Thanks a lot.
I said 23.
I thought well, we got 20. Thanks, man.
Come on.
What is wrong with today?
On.
I'll do it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it was easier just picking the name out of the hat. 6, 7. What'd you say?
I'm hunting rabbit.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What are you doing? Where was I at? 16?
I don't know where you're at.
What?
Huh?
What?
18.
Wow, you can count to 23. Shut up, Fishing Dave.
You know, let's all marvel at his counting abilities.
Where was I at?
18.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. What?
Don't go on. Squirrel.
Oh, I worry about you. Number 16, Charles Bryman is our winner. Congratulations, Charles. Number 16. Charles got an ugly buck contest. Deer. I like the randomizer, but from now on, try to pick a number lower than 23.
Well, don't give me a number that...
Gladiator is there to help you. Hey, good morning, Gary. All right.
Not if you give me a number between anything. I mean...
All right, so what did I say his name was? Charles what? Bryman?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hope I'm saying that right. We'll email you, Charles.
If not, you can call us in an angry fashion. So that's not my name.
Yeah, you can always call and say, hey, that's not how you pronounce my name, you redneck.
Go back to Canada.
Hey, how you doing there, buddy? I already called Jenny right now. She won't answer the phone if we're on the air, though. She because she's listening right now. All right, morning, Dr. Don. We're calling you.
I wouldn't do it either.
That's twice, Don. I saw twice, Don. Did Don forget he messaged me already? You better call. You better call him. Hey, we'll take a real quick break and we'll be right back with Dr. Don.
Tired of not sleeping or feeling pain?
Yeah, I'm tired of not sleeping.
You don't have to suffer, and you can get help.
Oh no, you're in eternal suffering.
Have you heard
That's
of
what you
Emperor
are.
One?
I know.
Emperor One is a U.S.-based company that is helping folks reduce pain every day. I've been using the Emperor One CBD lotion and salve on my knee and back, and I have seen incredible results in pain relief. It's also helping me to stop having to take other medications.
Yeah, you're so funny, Dave.
Relief. Emperor One offers lotions, drops, gummies, and other CBD products that have been helping folks all around this country. These products are totally natural and are not habit forming. They will just help you start feeling like your old self again.
I got George Lynch coming on talking ducks at 8 o'clock. And then we're going to talk a little deer hunting. And then I got the fishing reports for you. Fishing reports look really good. And then we'll do some trivia and some other fun stuff before we get out of here today.
Tacticam has launched the best-in-class cellular trail camera, the #1 selling action camera in the industry. The new Reveal by Tacticam will change the way you scout forever. Not only is it one of the easiest to set up, but the most affordable cellular camera on the market. As you know, you educate your game and leave your scent when checking cameras in the field.
With
I
Reveal,
mean, I've
those issues
tried.
are
I've tried
gone.
to dig
You
in
can
here,
receive
but,
pictures
you
in
know,
almost real time right to your
it's
app
kind of
without
like
getting into the field. The
you know, the
Reveal
old
offers
10-pound
half-second
bucket
trigger
thing.
speeds, detects game from up to 96
Keep it
feet
up.
away, and 4G and LTE
Just
wireless
keep it up.
modems.
I was
Verizon
just
and
jealous that
AT&T
we're
plans
talking.
available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans
Give
starting
me
as
the
low as
look.
$5 a month. The
Yeah.
Reveal's world-class app allows you to set up your camera, add
But
cameras,
we
view
are
and
just
organize
about
pictures,
even
and much
finishing
more.
off.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Plans
Steals
starting
my
as low as
cookies.
$5 a month. The new Reveal by Tacticam saves
know.
time, gas,
What a guy,
and most
right?
importantly, helps
Gets
you
back from
stop
Canada,
educating your
doesn't
game.
give donuts. Instead,
RevealCellCam.com
he
for more
takes.
info.
In the mood for a great family treat or a special gift idea? Hop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647 South Ankeny Boulevard at Ankeny. That's where you'll find
go.
over 30 fresh flavors of the most delicious Iowa
We're
grown
about a
popcorn in
minute
the
and a
central
half
Iowa
out,
area.
and then we'll be
You'll
right
love the
with
fresh pop flavors like caramel apple,
Morning, Jake.
apple corn, jalapeno cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few. You'll find something for
Hey,
everyone.
you
at
should have
Lotta
brought
Pop.
donuts in.
Marley and his crew
You
have
should've.
picked out the perfect
I
variety
I
pack.
feed you on Wednesdays.
Lotta Pop has everything
Jenny
you
feeds
need
me
from
on
bread to
Wednesdays.
popcorn to all the mixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone loves popcorn.
Morning,
especially
Rocco.
Lotta Pop. It's the same great
Good
popcorn
times,
you'll
though.
find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events,
That's
and
funny.
special fundraising for your school. For more
Lot of
information,
stuff
contact
right
Lotta
there.
Pop at 515-262-3243 or go online at
I did get my Iowa Wild shirt out
Great tasting popcorn
in
from
honor
Iowa
of
since
the season.
1969.
Yeah, we should be getting tickets any day
When
now.
it comes to archery, nothing is more important than making
When
sure
is
your
there-
arrows are flying the way you need
Was
them
it
to.
preseason
That's why
that
Pine
started
Ridge
up?
Archery makes
Regular
them
season starts this
straight
week, I
and
think.
quiet. Vanes on the market.
That's
The
what I thought.
nitro vanes are designed to fly straight and quiet. They also have well pockets in the base of the vane to secure the vane to your arrow like no other. Pine Ridge Archery.
I've got a lot. I've got a lot of guns, Tony, because of you. That's right. Because of you. I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared to take care of you, Tony.
Always help your accuracy. Pine Ridge has everything you need to outfit your bow, from loop to
Tony goes, "How many guns you got?"
stabilizers and glue. They have it all at Pine Ridge.
I got
You'll
enough
find all these
to
products
circle
at
a
Sportsman's
block.
Warehouse stores nationwide, or at your favorite archery shop near you. For more information, please go to PineRidgeArchery.com. That's www.
Good
I woke up at 2:30 and I could not go back to sleep.
Well, what time were you getting up in Canada?
I was getting up 5 o'clock every
Was there a
morning.
time difference?
Yeah, an hour.
Because you were.
Yeah, so if it was 6 o'clock here, it was 5 o'clock in Alberta.
Oh, okay, you were in that. Yeah. 'Cause I didn't know, like, time zone if you went.
Yeah, we drove through the Continental Divide twice.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yes, I gotta try
Hi,
that.
this is your old friend Speed over at
But
Speed
you said you had a
Golf
minute
Club,
and a half
located
left.
in Wall Lake, Iowa. Just
Here's
out
the half.
over here, we've got a nice selection of new and used golf carts. We're a club car dealer, so we've got a nice selection of new onward cars, as well as a good mix of utility cars as well. We've got a number of pre-owned golf carts in all types of price ranges. Available with fancy wheels, stereo. We've got it here at Speed's Golf Cars. Let the folks at Speed's handle your golf cart needs. Check out our website for a complete
Let the
inventory
folks at Speeds handle your golf car needs. Did you hear that?
Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
Hey, how you doing there, buddies? It's Dan, the Outdoors Dan Woodsman Young here on the big 1350, don't you know, buddy?
That couldn't be any more like rock and bring us in excitement, and there comes old Canada for you to help just mellow everything out.
Yeah, they got pizza up there. You know, there's a. I'll tell you a story after we're done. Let's go say hi to Dr. Don this morning. Good morning, Dr. Don.
Well, good morning. You sound in rare form there, Dan.
Oh, I'm in rare form. I'm sleep deprived, man.
Lay into him, Dr.
Yeah,
Don.
that's fine. Hey, and and then I got to babysit him, because he's not doing the settings and stuff right,
I hear you're eating his cookies, so he may be getting back at you.
I had his last cookie.
Oh, yeah, who takes the last cookie?
Yeah, I kept waiting for him to say, "Hey, you want a cookie?" and he didn't do it. So I
I
said,
know,
I
because they were
just
my
cook-
cookies.
"I Cookie Monstered it up." Cookie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So today, how are we doing on the Outdoors Dan or the Outdoors Dan, the Dr. Don the Dr. Don Sunday segments. How you doing on that?
Oh, I'm working on them. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So
It's kind of painful
what do you mean it's kind of painful?
because I'm having to redo some things. My first try out it wasn't very good.
Well, all you got to do is do 20, 25 minutes. You should be able to do that in your sleep, man.
Yeah, with this ADD, I tend to skip around too much, and so I've had to go back and redo some segments.
So you're
we'll get it done.
No, I don't care if you go longer. I mean, 30, 35, because this is going to play on the Outdoor Call radio app every Sunday. Dr. Don's Outdoor Ministry. Counseling and faith for friends and family.
There you go.
Yeah, you writing that down? That's good stuff right there.
No, I didn't write it down.
Hey, Ahoy! How you doing this morning?
I have people who figure those things out for me. Dan.
Well, all you got to do is just say, "Hey, good morning, old buddy. This is your old buddy, Dr. Don, talking to you for the old Faith and Family
Does
Ministry."
he have to be Canadian?
Well, he doesn't have to be Canadian. He just,
No,
yeah.
I'm not going to be Canadian.
I've heard you speak
I'm
it.
Western.
I've heard. Hey, how you doing there, partner?
You're still a little Canadian there. You haven't
Well,
gotten back from Canada.
That's
have you?
Western Canadian.
Western Canadian?
Yeah, that's Western Canadian. That's down there in Calgary. They talk like that in Calgary. Hey, how you doing there, partner? Let's go wrangle them cows. Yeehaw, buddy. Yeehaw, buddy. Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, I've heard you speak at churches. You shouldn't need any help with this. You filled an hour at church. I mean, you could fill 25, 30 minutes for a show.
Yeah, it's a whole different vibe because if I'm speaking in front of people that I've got people to watch and react to and see what's good and see what people are. Speaking into a microphone doesn't give me that same kind of vibe.
Well,
it's a little harder.
Well, just get you some Muppets or something and put them out in front of you and shake them once in a while.
Well, you are sleep deprived.
Hey-o! I'm just telling you right now. All you got to do is just say, "Hey, this is Dr. Don Gilbert. Welcome to Faith and Family, and we're talking about blah 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 this week." And one of the things that's the hardest thing for me to do is just to stare at a blank wall and talk to you with words of encouragement. But I'm a trained professional, and I've been doing this for 50 years, and I know I can do it.
Yeah, I will get it done for you.
I know you will. Hey, I'm hoping to launch that before Christmas now. Did I lose you?
Yeah, well,
What are you doing, Don? Don?
The phone line's lower.
What's the matter? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. What are you doing? You walking around the house?
I'm trying to listen to you on the phone.
Yeah, listen to me on the phone, not the radio.
Right.
Yeah. So what's been going on? What's been going on at the shop?
Well, we just hit October 2nd this year. We just hit 20 years in business.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was so we had an in-house celebration this month. So it's been
20 years of counseling. That's crazy, isn't it? No pun intended.
Well, actually, I've been right. Well, you are on a roll today, Dan. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, come on now. That was funny. That was funny, Don.
Well, it was punny anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. No, we've actually been 20 years in business as New Life Counseling. I've been actually doing counseling for 31 years.
Yeah. Well, you've been doing, and you were a pastor before that.
Yeah, I pastored before that.
Yeah.
This is kind of my second gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that's going on. We're just keeping busy. I just got back from vacation from Mexico and Florida, so yeah, things are hopping along. We're keeping busy. Life keeps moving on, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I always tell you this is my time of the year because it lets me unwind. I actually got to go sit in a tree for a couple hours last night, and I needed it. Boy, I tell you what, it's nice having deer walk underneath you, and you know, especially after you get skunked on another hunt before for 10 days or 6 days, and
Yeah.
I
kind of read about that.
yeah. That was a hard hunt, buddy. I kept asking the next question in Moose Talk, and they could care less, Don.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure moose are a little bit different than people.
Well, depends on the person.
No, there's a lot of deer running right now. I had 2 little young bucks walk underneath our window out here just this morning.
Oh, really? Any good ones? Any big ones?
No. One was probably a yearling.
Oh. Yeah. Well,
I would say the other one's probably 2 years old. They weren't very big.
you start seeing some big ones, you call me. But Mrs. Dr. Don, or I don't want to say her name on the radio, but she probably wouldn't want me coming out there shooting her deer.
No.
We need to keep peace in the keep peace at the house.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's all right.
No, I just get to take pictures of them, so
that's all right. Hey, so you know, I've lost like a ton of money this year in my retirement fund. What can you give me some words of encouragement how to relate to how to relieve my anxiety?
Yeah, you're young enough that you can keep it in there for a long time, and it will come back.
You do realize I'm almost 60 years old now, right?
Well, you do realize that I'm quite a bit older than that already. So.
Yeah, I'll be 59 in February, Don. It's starting to bother me a little bit, buddy. I'm telling you, 50 wasn't that bad, but 50, you know, I'm 58 now, 59 in February. That 6-0 is right around the corner, Don. I'm starting to stress a little bit, buddy.
Well, you know, I've been there, and it's not so bad on the other side, really, truly.
Well,
it's a number.
It's just a number. Well, tell that it's not the numbers. It's the mileage, man. I creak where I never creaked before. I actually stood up yesterday to film a deer, and my knee popped so loud the deer's head shot up and looked right at me. It's like, what was that? And I said, I don't know. What was that? Yeah, I don't know. What are you asking me for?
Yeah.
Now I got the deer talking to me.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, at least they're talking to you when the moose weren't.
Yeah, well, I think I was probably offending them with my poor moose techniques. Did you hear my moose call?
Well, you might have to work. The one that you recorded and put on.
Yeah,
the internet.
Yeah, the one on Facebook. Yeah, that was pretty bad too. Yeah, it's pretty. You know, your moose call is bad when the guide says don't do it unless you have absolutely no other chance of getting the moose in.
Yeah.
So what are you saying, Ken? I stink? Yeah, that's right, buddy. You stink.
Well, if you were out in the woods for 6 days without having a shower, you probably did.
No, I showered every day, Don. I'm you know, cleanliness is next to godliness. You know that.
Well, I do.
Yeah. I always try to make sure I'm styling and profiling. That, you know, when I walk into the stands in the morning, Don, I'm doing my best Ric Flair. Woo! If you want to beat the man, you got to be the man. But you got to look good doing it, Don.
Well, that's what I've heard. I'm not really sure that impresses the moose, though.
Oh, I didn't impress any moose. Trust me, I did not at all. Yeah, and then Matt was across. This is how bad it was, Doc. Matt was across the river from me on a high spot, and I heard something go. Now there's grizzly bears where we were, right? So I'm sitting there going, I don't think that was a bear. Best Ric Flair in radio. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate that. I don't think that was a grizzly bear. I think that was a moose. So I took my moose antler that Ken let me borrow, and I raked some trees with it real quick, you know, to try to get the moose to come in. Mm-hmm. Matt said this big moose was about 50, 60 yards behind me coming down the trail. And he stopped, because I guess my wind swirled and he caught my wind. He stopped, stood there for like 4 minutes, and then turned around and walked back the way he came. But he said, Dan, that thing was a giant. And they shot that moose. I'm pretty sure it's that moose like 2 days after I left. So that's just insult to injury right there, Don.
Well, you know, um, I think maybe you might need some counseling there.
I always need counseling, Don.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you know where I'm at.
I trust me. Here's the thing. You know, you had to put up with me for 26 weeks a long time ago. I just don't want to age you anymore.
Listen,
Yeah, you poor fella.
well, unfortunately, I'm going to age every day.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's what happens. You know, you wake up and you got another day.
So
It's all right. It works out. You just have to work out the kinks.
yeah, I know. So hey, are you guys full? Are you have openings? And I know you hired a couple more counselors. What's going on at New Life?
We are now up to about 18 counselors. And then I think 6 or 7 staff right now we're working with. Yeah, we have some counselors that are not completely full yet. I'm full, you know, so that's a phenomenon, but okay. But no, we have several new licensed counselors who are not full. So, but we're busy. We are keeping busy, and this is a busy time of the year.
Yeah. Well, you know, as we get into the holidays, people's stress and anxiety always go up this time of year too. So, in all seriousness, if you're dealing with stuff that you,
plus the finances.
yeah, I'm telling you, buddy, the finances has got me stressed out. I can tell you that right now. But if you're dealing with stuff that you just and you need help, and you know you're not having good thoughts, I want you to give Dr. Don a call or some of the other fine folks at New Life. And there's always somebody there that is able to listen, and that's really important. And if you in all now, I'm not kidding about this. Now, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If it's something that is immediate, it's after hours, or and you are having bad thoughts about hurting yourself or something, nothing in this world is worth hurting yourself over. Nothing, not one thing. I tell that to people all the time. But if you need somebody to talk to, there's a wonderful hotline, 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-8255. Especially my vet buddies out there, my veterans. We lose 22 veterans a day on average from suicide. We can stop that. And it's folks like Don and all the other fine folks at New Life that are helping make a difference. So, Don, if someone's in the immediate area and they need to talk to somebody, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, you can go online to www.newlife-counseling.com. They can call the office at West Des Moines. It's 515-225-4006.
Okay. And then now you also aren't you on Facebook too?
Yeah, we have a New Life Counseling Facebook. I actually have a Dr. Don Facebook account as well.
Yeah.
We are on Instagram and Twitter and all the wonderful stuff. I have a couple of people who regularly put up stuff on the social media, so you can go there and it'll direct you right to our site.
All right. So you do good stuff there. Hey, buddy, I love you to death. You know that. I appreciate you. You appreciate everything you've done for me and continue to do. And I'm serious now. I don't want to put any pressure on you, and I'm not trying to make you stress or anything, but would like to start that Dr. Don show sometime around Christmas if we can.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Okay. And then did we?
Get it done.
Did you come up with did you come up with a title for the show?
Dr. Don Connections.
Dr. Don Connections. I like that. So we'll be playing that soon every Sunday on the Outdoor Call radio app. So that's going to be fun, Don.
Well, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, you got anybody that any friends that do jazz music or anything?
No, I've got a guy at our church who does worship music, and he can play about any instrument. So I'm.
Yeah,
he loves jazz. So.
Yeah, you need to get some hip jazz behind you when you're talking.
Well, I'm going to do the talking, and then I'm going to leave it to my editor to figure out how to do all the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I will give her that suggestion.
Okay, no, I'm serious. I mean, when you're coming into trouble and you're feeling really stressed, don't let your life go critical. Just give Dr. Don the rest. I'll take care of all your. See, I lost it. I lost the beat, man. I lost the beat. I'll work on it, Don. I'll get a riff going for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Good. Well, when you get it done, let me know.
I will. I'll start working on it. I'll have plenty of time in a tree to work it out. So, hey, thanks for moving the time for me. From Dr. Don was supposed to be on at 8:00, and my waterfowl guy had to go to a prayer breakfast. So I said, well, let me see if Dr. Don can come on a little early. So, Dr. Don, thank you, buddy.
Hey, no problem. You know, if the duck guy's got to go to prayer breakfast, is probably he needs it because he's trained so he can get some more ducks.
Now I know, being a former pastor, I don't think you're ever a former pastor. Even if you're not doing it, I think you're still a pastor. So I just figured you would appreciate that.
That's a great thing.
Yeah, I mean we all need a little God in our life, right?
We probably need a whole lot of God in our life. I don't know about you, but I don't think a little does me much good.
Yeah.
More than just a little. But.
Hey, let me ask you to analyze this real quick because I gotta run. I'm behind again. So I had this dream the other night that I passed, and I got up to the gates, and St. Peter said, "Outdoors, Dan." He just shook his head and said, "We're not ready for you yet. Go back." What does that mean?
It means that you had an interesting dream, and I would have to sit down and talk to you some more to figure out what's going on with you that you think you're going to die, and God's going to tell you to go back. He's not ready.
Well, it wasn't God. It was St. Yeah, it was St. Peter. And, I had my best camo on. I don't know what the problem was.
That's probably why right there.
Yeah. Oh, come on. God loves camouflage. He blends in with everything. Oh! Did you see what I did there?
I heard that.
Yeah.
It must be the sleeplessness.
I'm telling you, man. I do my best work when I'm sleep deprived. Hey, love you, buddy. Thank you for everything. If you need, we'll get you back on here before the holidays, okay?
All right, sounds great. In the meantime, you take care.
I will, and if there's something pressing, let me know, and we'll get the word out, okay?
All right, sounds good, buddy.
Thank you, Doctor. Have a good weekend, Dr. Don. There he goes, Dr. Don Gilbert, my buddy. We'll be right back after these fine words from our partners.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure.
Man, I was on a riff, man. I was rolling.
You were doing good.
I was there.
And then you just
It just fizzled.
You hit that rock, and it was painful.
When you got troubles, I'm right here for you. Don't stress out and have anxiety, because I won't make you blue. My name's Dr. Don, and I've got your... See, I can't get past that third one.
Come on.
It's because I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. Was the phones going out again? I just want to tell you thank you for everything. I appreciate you. Yeah. Well, that's all right. Hey, now seriously, if you're not going to have stuff ready by Christmas, don't feel like you have to have it done. I want you to be proud of what you're doing and, be happy with it. So if we got to do it after the first of the year, that's fine. I thought that'd be a good time to launch it during a holiday.
That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear.
Okay. All right. If you need anything, let me know, okay? All right, buddy. God bless you. Bye-bye, pal.
Quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations.
Amen, Aaron.
Chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails.
When you're out chasing whitetails and you got that rack in your hands, don't feel any stress because anxieties. See, I'm losing it. I'm getting worse. Da 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 da. That's not really jazz though. Jazz is more of a.
Trusted by millions of customers at most major and family.
That's like the
please go to www.icap.
Well, that's jazzy or blues. You know the blues. Blues is jazz, right? I did, Aaron. I saw it, buddy.
Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close. One thing after you've harvested
Morning, Jerry.
a wild game, where are you going to take it? Well,
That's really kind of you, Jerry.
Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa. The Milo Locker has
Oh, man. We got so much to do in the next hour.
years. Daryl and Angie are the owners, and they take great pride in the fact that they do everyone's order the way the customer wants it. You can have your beef, moose, elk, or even bear processed and hand-wrapped, cut to your specifications. If you like tasty snacks, Daryl does a great job making snack sticks, summer sausage, and
Yeah, that's more like Dixieland. We want to do like bluesy, like
Good locker, try the Milo Locker. Check them out today or just give them a call at 641-942-6231. And you're on your way to some great games. Everyone that goes outdoors needs a good
There you go,
knife.
Jer. Good morning, Brant.
Very important is a good knife. Kershaw Knives has knives and tools for every outdoor situation.
I got you, Hoyt. I gotta check your stuff out before I say something, bud, okay? I'll check it out later today.
Sheath-style knives feature a gut hook or classic flip blade design. The handles are made to stay in your hand and not slip, and the blades are made with the highest quality high-carbon stainless steel. When you get your game down,
I got rules, man. They got rules on me. I gotta see what I'm doing before I say something. I know it seems like I totally don't know what I'm doing and I'm discombobulated. It's an art. It takes skill to be this bad.
This new folding knife has great looks, a tool option, and open
Oh,
perfect for when you're on the go.
I've got stress. It's driving me hazy. No, that's not jazz.
Outdoor partner you can count on.
I need to find out some Miles Davis or
Is your hunting, fishing,
I'll have to listen to some stuff for Dr. Don.
Well, if you use the original Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpener is designed to sharpen every knife you own. By using
Stress.
changeable, flexible
Anxiety and stress. I don't need you, stress. Because I got Dr. Don. He's the best. I don't need you, stress. Get off my back, stress. You got anxiety? I don't need it because I got Dr. Don, Jack. Let's feed it. Do-do-do.
Do it.
Good morning, David.
All right, we got about probably a minute at most. We're gonna come back.
So if you love the outdoors, depend on Sharp Knife.
I'll get you some music.
Head out.
Is it 8 o'clock already?
It's 7:58.
Why does my computer say 7:59?
Just turned.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Hoyt, I need something.
Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
Stress. We ain't got no stress. We got grunt calls and rattle horns. That's what makes us best. And if we get stressed out and that whitetail just blows, don't get all mad. Give Dr. Don a call. That's right. Whitetails. Anti-anxiety medicine. That's right. Whitetails. Anti-anxiety stress. Whitetails. That's what we do best. Dr. Don got me going. I'm in my stand. I'm hooked up to the tree. Catch my can. Ah, I got stress. No, I don't. I got whitetails. That's right. Dr. Don's the best. There you go. Little whitetail psycho jazz for you. There you go. Hey, we gotta go. Do we gotta go? Or are we back? We gotta go. We gotta do one more thing, and then we're gonna be back with George Lynch talking ducks. Whack whack. And then I got lake reports. I got Milo Locker certificates to give away. I know we're way behind, and I'm sorry because I was trying to get everything in the first hour, and it's crazy. We'll be right back.
So it's time to refill the tank. You're going for a great meal that won't break the bank.
Calling,
Why not fill
calling
up at
now.
Central Standard
George is
Restaurant
ready.
in Milwaukee? There's more than great burgers and handmade ice cream cakes waiting for you at Central Standard Restaurant.
Man, that's crazy, Don.
Buttermilk fried chicken, salmon, or an Iowa pork tenderloin.
No, I don't.
Central Standard Restaurant.
I got whitetails. That's what it's all about. I got Dr. Don. He takes my blues away. I just grab my grunt call and say, hey, hey, hey. I got no stress.
Central
It's whitetails,
Standard
baby.
Shakes like birthday cake, cookie dough, strawberry cheesecake, chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla are always available as well. From large screen TVs and plenty of local and domestic brews, you'll be relaxed and enjoying your time at the Central Standard so much, it'll become one of your go-to places. Carry out is always
George,
available
you
at
do
Central
that.
Standard.
Thanks, White.
Central Standard Restaurant is located at 1222 Southeast
Thanks again
University.
for taking
in
the
Waukee,
time.
Iowa.
Sorry we're a
Just
little
short
late
drive from
here.
anywhere. Central Standard Restaurant, the perfect place to fill your tank
Ah.
when you're hungry.
There you go. Well, perfect. Well, again,
Hey everybody,
they really appreciate it. We are about probably 2 minutes out, and then we'll hit the top of the show, top of the hour, and then we'll be right in with it.
Organization that is focused on not only
Perfect.
what hunting is, but what it does for the state of Iowa. Did you know hunting in Iowa
Come back with the hockey arena music.
economic resources to our state? Hunters buy tags and permits every year so they can hunt here. That impacts restaurants, retail stores, gas stations, convenience stores.
I got to email Charles.
That leads to hundreds of millions of dollars in state taxes and retail sales that help keep Iowa moving forward. Anti-hunting groups are working hard every year to limit your ability to hunt here. So Hunting Works for Iowa is partnering with not only hunters but businesses all across the state to protect your rights. If you want to learn more about Hunting Works for Iowa, or if you're interested in becoming a partner, please go check out their website at huntingworksforiowa.com.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you feel easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the
Honky tips some toenails. There you go, Larry Mack. Larry Mack's watching. Look out.
Depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out fourtharrowcameraarms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video action.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN. Des Moines Sports
Daryl Red Moon. There you go, Daryl. It's something.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio and Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Braketon Beavers Arena. We got the man, the myth, the man. He's going to be doing a little preseason waterfall talk right before the hockey game. He flew in all the way from Des Moines, Iowa. Let's welcome George. I never met a duck call I never liked, Lynch. Good morning, Georgie.
Good morning, Dan.
What's up? I've lost my mind this morning. How are you doing?
I'm sitting in a church parking lot. We had a men's prayer breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I told Dr. Don we had to bump some stuff around. He goes, well, that's probably a good thing if the duck guy needed to go to prayer breakfast.
Yeah, you don't mind. I want to take a quick minute and tell just an invitation that Lighthouse Church of Nazarene tomorrow is a family weekend, and they're putting an invitation to all those out there to come. And they're going to hear great singing. They're going to have inflatables for the kids, and we're going to have a great big banquet and dinner. And then there's going to be great preaching. And anybody wants to come and talk deer and duck and goose hunting with me, I'll be here. They can look me up. That's tomorrow at 10:30.
Are you through?
Yes, sir.
Did you get everything in you needed to?
I think so. God is happy.
Okay, all right. As long as you and God are happy. So I think I talked to you on the way back from Alberta, at least unless I imagined it, but I think I did. I never seen so many waterfowl in my life up in Alberta, going through Saskatchewan and Alberta. That's where everything's at. Every little mud pool of water had ducks and geese. I could have shot if I had a gun, and I didn't, you Border Patrol people. If I would have had a shotgun and shot in one direction, George, I probably would have got 12 or 13 in one shot. I mean, that's how stacked they were in the water.
Oh, it's crazy up there, Dan. If you never had the opportunity to experience that, the waterfowl, the abundance of waterfowl in Canada, you need at least once in your life. I mean, I've had some good hunts here in the United States, and you limit out, but to see the abundance as much, and when they come through in all the different species, you'll see everything. And it's tough crossing the border. It's the only thing I hate about going up there is crossing the border, and coming back is always good, like you said. But the abundance of waterfowl, and I have some friends up there who said that they're starting to get birds earlier than they're normally getting, and everybody's wondering if we're going to be in for a long, hard winter.
Yeah, I don't know, pal. It's crazy. I mean, mallards, Morgan. I think I saw Morgansers up there. Me and ducks. My duck identification's not the greatest, so don't take that to word. But I saw several different looking ducks up there. Snows, Canadian geese. I mean, everything was up there. It was crazy.
One thing I want to remind you that I had a biologist remind me from Michigan. He says, Canadians are people. It's Canada geese. Always call them Canada geese.
Really?
Yeah. Canadians are people, he'd say.
Yeah. You know what? Whatever. After the trouble I had at the border, I'm going to call them Canadians, man, because they honked me off.
Bird brain.
Yeah. Honk.
Yeah, I get that.
Hey, so what's your favorite Larry Mack story?
Let me see. I could come up with a pretty good Larry Mack story. Larry's a good guy, but Larry, he's just one of those guys. When you're around Larry, and he talks like this, but when he gets drinking, has a couple beers, and then, buddy, he really gets talking like this. Larry's a good dude. I'll tell you what. He was the reason that I went to the outdoor group. Larry, people don't probably realize this, but when I had lynch mobbing for years, Larry worked for High Tech Laser and used to engrave my calls.
Yeah.
So I knew Larry way before then, and Larry was, dude, I thought he was the salt of the earth. He was. He's just a good, down-to-earth guy. He can, he can have a conversation with the CEO of a company, or he can talk to the local redneck at the gas station. He's just that guy that has that range of, communicating with people. He's got a heart of gold. He's a good hunter. I told him he's always a step behind me, but he's still a good hunter. And, Larry's just a good guy.
Yeah, he's watching on Facebook right now, so he got to hear that. Yeah. The guys from Working Class Bow Hunters, they called him Lorenzo. I went over there and did a show with them a couple weeks ago, and Larry was supposed to be there, but he had to go do something else, and they were saying something about Lorenzo. I said, Lorenzo? They said, you don't know the Lorenzo story? And I said, no, please tell. So I still haven't heard it. They wouldn't tell me.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah,
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. So that's going to be my new handle for him, Lorenzo. I like that.
I like that.
I do too. So I just got a news report from our buddy Doug Shealy, and he said they're shutting down Chautauqua's waterfowl. Did you see that?
They're shutting. What are they doing? I didn't hear that.
He says, Dear Chautauqua waterfowl hunters, we are compelled once again to shut down the Chautauqua Bottoms Greenbelt Controlled Waterfowl Hunting Program for 22. Well, it began as a hopeful fall season in September with significant weekly rainfalls. Again, has turned abnormally dry. With little to no rainfall in the past 3 weeks, we already have very low water table. We are fighting a losing battle and are waving the white flag again this year. Marginal hunting conditions have worsened to the point we cannot offer an even sharply reduced 6-blind program that will provide a quality experience which patrons have come to expect. The area will remain closed to hunting and other uses through November 30th, 2022. It will reopen December 1st to all hunters and users. I realize this is coming too late for some of you to make contingent plans to hunt early in the late split. We held out for hope for significant rainfall, but our hopes were not rewarded. As always, thank you for your loyal patronage. It saddens me as we cannot provide this program for our waterfowling friends. We hope that you will be able to locate another option to support your duck hunting passion this year. Sincerely, Doug Shealy. Doug's a gregreat guy. I know that broke his heart to put that out.
And you know what? And that's one of the things that you and I had conversation before. This is what I saw coming. And I was worried about the duck hunting here this year, that, all these local little areas and cattle ponds and little holding areas, resting areas and stuff that we had before, they're dried up. And then whatever came back, when we did get some rain, that brought some of the watershed back. And I saw early this morning there was a pile of geese, but what used to be almost in the middle of the pond, they were standing, and it was the edge, you know. So it's not going to hold very many birds. It's not going to keep birds there, and that's what I've been worried about. You know, we're going to get a flux. And last week when we started getting those north winds, I always said when you get 3 or 4 days of good north winds, you're always going to get an influx of new migrators coming in. Last week we did, and they're continuing that cycle. And usually what I do is when I start seeing the first speckle bellies or first snow goose, the ducks are usually been behind them. But that usually, to me, down here in this area, is the first start of the migration starting for the fall migration. So you know when you start seeing the first speck and the first snow, that it's on now. And it's just not going to, when the influx of birds come here, they're going to get on that lake. But, you know, they still like those the other areas and the ponds and all that. It's just, we're not going to hold birds this year.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel bad for everybody. So what's everybody do? What are you going to do? I mean, you going to go down to Arkansas, down to Stuttgart, or I mean, what are you going to do if you want to go duck hunting?
Well, you know, to me, Stuttgart is good. Stuttgart is a hit and miss thing. I've hunted down there, and if they got the water, now they get the pressure. And you know, the thing about it is the land is already tied up, so you're not going to go down there and get permission unless you're field hunting specs or anything like that. But flooded timber hunting, unless you're hunting public, and that's going to be crowded. It's you know, I would look. Probably guys are going to hate me from Oklahoma when I say it, but if you really want to get some of the good, you know, you're either going to have to go to Kansas or Oklahoma and save it up and see what they got. And, I don't know what Oklahoma has had. I think Kansas had some dryness, but I don't know. But Oklahoma's a sleeper, man. That is in December. That's where to hunt ducks.
Yeah, Kevin. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Roger, up in New York. New York, not New York City, New York. How you doing, Raj? Rick. Good morning. Good to see everybody. Well, George, what about up like Rathbun and over at Red Rock? I mean, aren't there waterfowl in those big tributaries? Or bodies of water?
Yeah. See, now you're pushing me in an area that I normally don't do because I live on Rathbun. So I like to tell people there's not going to be any ducks there.
Now, George, God would not want you to be that way, George. God would want you to help your brother.
Well, you know, if the lake, you know, like I said, we live right next to the refuge, and you're going to get some birds there. And if they, you know, that refuge helps keep it open, and they're just now picking corn up here. And this is, I'm telling you, this first 2 weeks for ducks and geese. Now, see, we just don't have the ducks here though.
Yeah.
We got geese, and I'm telling you right now, this is my favorite time to hunt because the corn has just come off. You got new birds to the area. They're hungry. You know, these young kids out there today, they're putting out 10, 15, 20 dozen decoys where they don't need it, and they're hunting with 12, 15 guys. You know, always said I like to hunt with 3 or 4, and not just that. You know, for one thing, it's crazy trying to be controlled. Who shoots what, and you know, you got birds being double hit or triple hit with that many people, especially the ones up front. But you know, if you're going to hunt with that many guys, I used to break it up with 4. You know, do 3 groups of 4. First 4 guys come in, they shoot 1. Next 4 come in. There, you're keeping 4 guys there. You control it. You got 12 hunters. But it's more safety value, you know, thing too. When you got 12 guys, it's a lot of guns to control. It's a lot of people to watch. It's a lot of, you know, you usually have one guy who's the master who's calling the shot. But with 12 people and the other guy down the line, it's tough.
Yeah.
And safety is always the thing that I worry about. But
well, I don't know anything about waterfowl hunting. That's why I have you on, and you know that. But well, I mean, if you're going to be around any time of big water, you know, or a river, I mean, if we do get ducks coming through the flyway, I mean, they're going to be in those water areas, right? That's where you should try to focus and try to find birds, right? On rivers.
They're going to be on those river systems. They'll hit that lake, but you're going to have a lot of birds that are going to hit the rivers. There's going to be more river creek hunting than there was like I said, with the ponds. That's where it's going to go. I don't know how, you know, down the river. Des Moines has always been a great area because of the river that run up through there. You know, runs up through. They have a lot of open water in the late season, and that's some of the best duck goose hunting I've ever had in the state of Iowa is up there in Des Moines.
Yeah, no. When I lived back home in Missouri before I moved up here 21 years ago, you know, the Missouri River was behind my house. And I would always go fishing in the slough back off the river, and there was always ducks and stuff in there. So if you can get access to something like that, you should find birds, right?
Exactly. What you want to do is get something that you get a wide enough river and that's got that current that coming through there. Try to find just what you did. You have a little inlet, something that'll hold a little bit of still water.
Yeah.
Set your decoys in. Don't set too many decoys. Now, the big thing, a lot of guys will sit here and it's a toss-up. Some guys think that spinning wings should be outlawed. Some guys say, oh, the ducks, it doesn't work anymore. Ducks have caught it. Spinning wings are still amazing. They still work. You can, but the thing with a spinning wing that you got to understand, it's just a tool. It's not a decoy that goes out every time to me, because if you hunt water and you hunt the snow, you will understand why a spinning wing is effective when you have sunlight. That sunlight comes down and gives the glare. So when that's spinning, that white, and you stand back, it looks like white wings flapping down and coming in. Now, if you're hunting a cloudy day, it looks like a spinning wing decoy.
Right.
And that's why it's not effective. So you pick your battles, and you're going to be a lot more successful with that spinning wing. If what I do is I really like hunting ducks more in the field than I do water. They're always going to be hungry, and water can be tough, and everybody's hunting water, but they got to go out and feed. I love hunting cornfields and stuff like that. Goose decoys, even on water, they're effective. I like to set my goose decoys out the furthest. I'll set my ducks, depending if I'm hunting a crosswind, I'll set my duck decoys upwind of me and not 10, 15 yards from me. That's where I'll put my spinning wing as well, because if you set your decoys out there at 30 yards, the ducks are going to land at 40. If you want them to land at 20, you put your decoys at 15 or 20 or 10 or 15. And always remember that. But out in the field, the cool thing today, because you're hunting a mixture of ducks and Canada geese, that you have the remotes on these on your spinning wings. So for some reason, now I've killed a pair, and you've killed single geese will come in on a spinning wing. But if you get a fairly good sized group of Canada geese, they flare off on those spinning wings. So that's why it's always important, because a lot of times when you'll be calling those geese, the ducks will come in right behind them and leave that spinning wing off, and let those geese will bring those ducks right in.
Okay.
And vice versa, the ducks will help bring the geese in.
Okay. Hang on, George. I got to hit a real quick break. We'll be right back with George Lynch from Legendary Gear right here on 1350 ESPN.
You're heading out.
What's up, Parker?
Well before sunrise, so you can stay undetected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is without letting anyone know where you're at walking in? Have you ever heard of Onyx? Onyx is one of the most important pieces of hunting gear that you can use and always have with you. The Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations.
What's that, Canadian?
The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand.
Oh.
Onyx is a mobile app that you can
We'll take off to the great white north. We'll take off. It's a beauty way to go. Take off.
So, if you want to always know where you are, and
What was
have
that? Was that
information
that wasn't Rush? Who was that?
Go download the
Gosh
Onyx
darn
Hunt
it!
app.
What group was that? It was a Canadian group.
Rush.
It wasn't Rush. Who sang that song? Take off, it's a beauty way to go. Take off to the great white. Gosh, it starts with a Q or something. Oh man, I can't. It's in my head.
Scrapes that will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bit It Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes. Try the White Lightning Estrus scent. It's a proven scent that bucks can't resist. Pure Whitetail is more than scents. It's a community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have.
Maybe it was Rush.
Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
Thanks, Ty. Yeah, I got it.
Getty Lee is here.
Yeah. It's Bob and Doug McKenzie. Remember that?
Snack sticks or jerky around.
High Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy-to-use kits that are used at home, including 3 new low-sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steaks or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite steaks. High Mountain has also just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills all across the country. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meat taste great.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Housing Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles, anxiety, depression, or folks just looking for a new direction and plan in life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer a family-friendly, straightforward approach to helping you to get free the layers of stress that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you,
Good morning, Rick.
calling us for a confidential appointment.
It's a beauty way to go.
225-4006.
Hey, how you doing there, Georgie buddy?
003 in Ankeny. Also find us
No, that's the Swedish Chef. See, I'm not doing this. Jenny said I sounded like Dracula when I was calling her. I go, how do you get Dracula out of that? Hey, how you doing there, Jennifer?
It seemed like a more audible version of the Swedish Chef.
Slick Trick just added to their arsenal with a new
I can't help it. That comes to mind. You need to dress up as a Swedish Chef for Halloween.
The Swedish Chef vampire. Good evening. We're here to cook some blah blah blah.
With superior cutting diameters, they feature
Do,
an
do, 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 do.
blade lock system to prevent
So
broadhead
take
damage
off.
at the moment of impact that will help you get your game. Bow hunters need gear they can depend on 100% of the time. You wait all season for that
Good
shot.
times.
Don't trust it to a head that may not deliver a short recovery.
15
For more
seconds.
info, go online to www.slicktrick.net. This year, trick 'em with Slick Trick broadheads and tag your game.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
We'll take off to the great wide north. Hey, how you doing there, everybody? It's Outdoors, the Woodsman Young here with my buddy George. I don't remember the duck call I didn't like, Lynch. What you doing there, buddy?
I'm just sitting here playing with my call. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, hey,
That time of year, brother.
you need to make a moose call, so if Ken ever lets me come back up there to moose hunt, I can call a moose.
You know what? I've talked to Larry Mack about that, and I've talked to Paul Vicunis, who I guess helped it with back in the day with making a moose call, and I am going to make a moose call.
You are?
Yes, sir. We planned on that when we first started, but we want to perfect our waterfowl line. Then I've got some deer calls that we want to get in perfection. But that moose call, the guys told me we'll sell more moose calls in Canada than duck and goose.
Hey, I'm all for it. I want my name on it though. The Outdoors Dan Moose.
The Outdoors OD.
The OD Moose.
That's right.
Yeah, you can only, I'll take 2%, two pennies a cent or whatever. You don't have to pay me a lot, but I'm telling you, I inspired it, George. You should help me out a little bit. I got kids to raise.
I'll help a brother out. You absolutely. OD Moose call.
All right, so for all my waterfowl buddies out there, what's the best advice you can give them for the season's coming up?
You know what? Now, the neat thing about waterfowl over deer hunting, and my son used to talk about this. I'd take him out, and he loved the deer hunting. He said, Dad, but my most fun and most memories I had was hunting with you because we didn't have to worry about leaving scent. We didn't have to worry about being quiet. We always had action. So, scouting, being on your toes, it's easy because you can pretty much know where they're roosting. You follow a car, find out where they're feeding. Look to where the place that they're feeding in the field. But the number one thing when I look at a field if I don't have good cover and concealment, which is number one, location, but number two would be concealment. I got to find some place in that field that I can use the natural terrain if I can. If I can use a peninsula, fence, any type of brush pile or a big trench or anything out there that I can use as natural cover. Set up in that first. Try hunting that until you can't kill them from that anymore. Then move out in the middle of the field. Put your layout blinds, and then give it to them. Add more decoys. Always start out with less decoys. When people look out in the field, the biggest mistake they make, they'll see 400 geese out in this field. Oh, man, we're going to take all our decoys and pile out there. Well, you pile out 400 geese. Here's the problem. Those first geese that come into that field every day, it's like you going to your restaurant. You get up at 6 in the morning, you're the first one in the parking lot for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden one day you show up and the parking lot's full. What do? You drive around, you go down the road to the next restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Those first geese and ducks that come in, they get it's a red flag that comes up to them. And the problem is if I lose those first front geese, then the ones that come behind will follow the leader. And so we like to set up as less as I can. And I usually like to set. It isn't to me every time about shooting a limit. It's about the experience. Putting a goose, and to me, putting a goose at my feet at 20 yards is more thumping than having 50 that I shot at 60 yards just to kill them. Sky busting a fence row, that's what you like. I mean, more power to you. But putting that goose at 20 yards is an experience that a young kid will remember the rest of his life. And you probably got a new goose hunter.
Yeah.
I like to get 3 volleys, and if we got our limit, we're out. And we pull up, so we don't want to over-educate. That's the problem. Don't over-educate the birds today. Think of hunting tomorrow. And the best advice is take a young'un out there, get somebody who's never been into hunting, help our sport grow, take them out there, show them the safety, and then show them how to do it right.
All right, there you go. Now, now Legendary Gear, what's the go-to calls for geese and ducks this year?
Well, I tell you what, we were really blessed this year that Wildfowl magazine came out and the top duck calls of 2022, that our new nosedive duck call was the top choice and one of the top duck calls for 2022. The nosedive was one I spent a lot of time that developed. I wanted a call that had a lot of range, but user-friendly. It's a call that could win any meat calling duck contest, but it's the call that a beginner can get up. And I've had so many guys say this, dude, I heard my buddy running and calling. I was like, who is that running? And I saw it was my buddy. Dude, he's never sounded that good. That means I've done my job. And that's the thing with the nosedive. And then with goose, we got chosen number 1 in the goose as well. So we were in both categories, but the old man goose call, again, is a call that has it's about having that natural tone and resonance, and it's easy to operate. And so the old man's really good. I'm a kind of guy that I like the short, aggressive goose calls. I just developed one that is, I'm telling you, can't be much over 3 inches long. And to me, I can make deep goose if I want, but I like to have, I'm a kind of guy like that big motor, and when I want to pass somebody and punch it, I'm around him in seconds. And that's what the little goose call allows me, is that short barrel. When I want to turn it on, I can run it fast and get aggressive and turn those geese just like hitting a light switch.
Yeah.
So,
and what's the ones we're giving away on the Outdoor Call Radio?
those were the old man. That is the old man goose call.
Was that the ones we were giving away? I thought. Are you sure?
No,
Diane said she saved like 4 or 5. I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're giving away the specs.
The Spectator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. I actually see, Diane, I saved a picture. Aren't you proud of me? I actually saved something once in my life. So,
well, hey, don't tell her I messed up, okay?
I'm not. Well, you're kind of messed up because she's listening right now on Facebook. So you're busted already.
I'm busted.
Yeah, but we'll start giving some of those away here in the next week or two. So.
And everyone is hand tuned by me, and I'm telling you what, if it don't go on my lanyard, it doesn't go on yours.
There you go. That's awesome. All right, if someone wants to find, you can listen to George. He's got a podcast that he does. They've got their own website. You can go to legendarygear.com, but you can also listen to George on the Outdoor Call Radio app every Wednesday. He's got George Lynch Outdoors, or whatever you call it. What's it called?
The George Lynch Hunting Podcast.
There you go. See, I knew it was something like that. But George is on every Wednesday, and we're proud to have. He headlines every Wednesday, so he's there. So
It's a privilege and an honor to be there.
yeah, that's all right. Just don't forget my moose royalties.
OD, baby.
All right, buddy. Listen, you go have fun. We'll let me know when you start seeing some whitetail. I was out last night. I saw 2 bucks and several does. It was a good set.
10-4, buddy.
Yeah, if you we'll have you on. We'll talk a little whitetail with you.
Absolutely. God bless. You guys have a great weekend.
Hey, and thank you for coming on this morning. Tell everybody at church I said thank you, and I hope they saved you some pancakes.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Thanks, George. There he goes, George Lynch. Fine feller right there. All right, 8:30 and some change. I'm gonna give away a Milo deer certificate, 244-1350, 244-1350. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, you can call me. If you, hey, we got Iowa Wild, the Iowa Wild are coming back. We're going to be giving away a jersey and a 4-pack of tickets in a week or two. So just to give you an idea about that. And then real quick too, I'm going to take some stuff down into the Milo Locker. If you get a deer processed down at the Milo Locker this year, you're going to have a chance of winning a pair of diamond earrings from Herman's Fine Jewelers. While you're hunting for your deer, you could win something for your deer at home. Wow. Isn't that sweet? You can, we'll have that, give me till Thursday, Friday next week. I'll have Diane. Angie's got tickets that she'll give you when you take your deer out, but give me till, let's say Friday. Friday! I got the hiccups, sorry. We'll do that, but we want to do a little thank you deal for everybody going down to Milo. So anyway, let me take a real quick break. I'll be right back.
Got some callers
Our
you
dogs
want
are
them
part
to
of the
stay
family,
on.
and we want to protect them at all times.
Well, you probably need to filter.
You want to keep open and
Yeah.
not have a traditional
Yeah.
fence to protect your pet.
Yeah.
No worries. Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Des Moines area and has been keeping pets safe for over 19 years. A Pet Stop system will not only
Can I
keep
get
your
your name
pet
here
from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet out of areas in your home. The Pet Stop system is underground.
Go get him, Gary. I wish I was going with you too. Hi, Corey.
On your phone, you can customize the Pet Stop system to help your dogs enjoy their playtime.
I hope you get a big one, Gary.
At the same time.
We'll come. We got our break here, so about
and keep your home looking
3.5
great.
4 minutes.
Call 515-975-2190 or go online at petstop.com. Pet Stop of Des Moines. Outdoors Dan recommended and Raven approved.
Outdoor Call Radio.
Hey America,
Good morning.
when you barbecue, cookies is
Okay.
the one. Lots of flavor, lots
Full
of
processing or
goodness,
just for the specialty needs?
thick and rich.
Processing.
The whole processing.
Hey America,
Yep.
when you barbecue, try
All right, can I get your name
cookies,
here quick?
barbecue sauce for the treat. Cookies, barbecue sauce.
Good morning, Dale.
Last name, please.
Good to see you.
America loves to eat.
And number in case we just
In
get
these times
disconnected.
when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems.
All right.
Is your
We got
house
two.
too dry and giving your family issues?
Well,
A
more,
Honeywell
but
dehumidifier
it's
system
allowed.
installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right
You
away.
know, it's kinda like-
Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business
Joe.
that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business
You want to
heating and
knock
cooling
that out
needs.
first?
One call to Wyckoff Heating and
Can you-
Cooling will
can you
bring
get
you
a
peace
little
of
line?
mind under your roof
I
every
can
day.
see they were working on it last time.
I don't think we have 2 or 3 lines, do we?
When you go
Just
big
one
game
or two
hunting,
lines
do you
inside
go
the
the extra step
VIP
and try to
or
stay
a
undetected and
hotline?
lethal? Well, Lethal Products can help you do that every trip.
They took
It starts by washing your clothes with the Lethal Products scent-free detergents, providing a layer of protection to avoid their noses. The next step is taking a scent-free shower, using Lethal shampoo and body wash and deodorant. Then spraying down when you get to your hunting area with Lethal
I just
Products
texted
human
him.
dirt cover sprays. If you do this system, your encounters will go way up while hunting big game, keeping your stink to a minimum. Lethal Products also feature field body wipes that you can use to wipe down after walking into the tree on warmer days or emergencies in the field. Lethal Products also provides protection from little pests like ticks and mosquitoes with their bug and tick repellent. Lethal Products is a hunting system you can count on. For more information on Lethal Products, just go to lethalproducts.com. That's lethalproducts.com. Or Archery Field and Sports in Altoona. Lethal Products will help you be lethal in the field.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as folks who like to hunt.
Good morning, Judd.
To better serve your
Hey,
needs.
John.
We still accept trades on
How you
all
doing,
types of
buddy?
guns.
Good to see
We
you.
also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
Hey, the line works. I tried a new line.
We got 3 lines now? Wow.
To be easy and your stay as comfortable as
3
possible.
lines.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm helping folks enjoy the outdoors.
like that
Problem free as possible
$17.92.
since
Yeah.
1999.
We're trying to keep you on your toes, and Dan decided, why not do a giveaway right before we get out?
Well, that's because he's not. I don't ever know if he's going to be on.
He's trying to yell at you.
Off the ground sleep shelter combines the comfort of the standard sleeping car.
Yeah, he just always assumes. I don't get it.
Camper features several models of 10
I don't know. Maybe we'll do trivia coming out of the break. I don't know. We'll keep you on your toes that way too. Keep you. Yeah, I love that's his style anyway.
With over 17 years of field testing all these great
Well, I'll get you on.
outdoor
We'll get you on here in a bit.
is the right choice to make your adventures comfortable and carefree. Check out all these Camprite products at your local Sportsman's Warehouse store. Or on the web at camprite.com. That's camprite with a K.com. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
Gonna take it for a ride in my brand new car.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. This segment's brought to you by the fine folks at Herman's Fine Jewelers. We got a couple calls for trivia. Let's Smoking Joe's standing by the way, so we'll get right to Joe. Let's go see what Jack is up to this morning. Good morning, Jack.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. It's a great morning.
Well, it is a beautiful morning. I wish I was in a tree stand right now.
Yeah, with the frost, I bet you they got kicked them up a little bit.
Well, they were moving last night. I got a chance to get out for a couple hours. They were definitely moving from 3:30 on. So, hey, you want to go for one of those Milo Locker gift certificates, courtesy of the fine folks at the Milo Locker?
Well, yes, I would. I always take my deer down there, and they do a phenomenal job.
Well, that's awesome. All right, tell me what animal is this, Jack, that I'm doing? You ready? You ready? Are you ready, Jack?
Yes.
All right, here you go. What animal is this supposed to be, Jack?
Sounds maybe like a sick moose.
Ding 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 ding. Yeah. There you go. You got a moose. The moose. Congratulations, Jack. We'll call you after the show.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Right.
All right, there you go. And what the light's working. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. So, did we have another one? Did Joe drop? Okay. Let me give one more away. All right. Wow, the light's working. I'm super pumped. Let's go see what Victor's up to this morning. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
Good. Dan, how many guns did you take into Alberta?
You know what, Victor? I'm just going to give it to you. You've been listening to the show for a while, so thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Hey, we'll call you after the show, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. That's awesome. See, it pays to listen. All right, let's go see what Smelter's up to this morning. Hey, Joe!
I'm here.
Yeah, you know, I sat out there and waited. I sat out there, me and the dog sat out there in the parking lot for half an hour waiting for a car wash or two.
Half an hour?
Half an hour! And then you still didn't come out, and I walked to the door, and there you are talking to somebody, and I went away dejected.
I know. You know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
You don't need to be sorry about
I knew you were
that.
coming, but I didn't see you out there. So that's why I didn't see you out there.
Well, Raven was really upset.
Was she?
He. You keep calling him
I
a
always
girl.
say that.
You keep calling him a girl, man. He's going to bite you.
Raven's a good dog.
No, Raven's an exceptionally good dog.
Raven probably missed you when you were up north.
Oh, he was so happy when I got home. I tell you, he's jumping up and down, whining. He was so happy.
Did you enjoy your trip?
It was a great trip, great people. It was miserable hunting. I mean, it was hot.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, but no, everything was good, man. Hey, I gotta tell you real quick, that ZR2, man. That has got to be, and I know I've said this about my other trucks, and I apologize, folks. I sincerely mean it when I tell you at the time.
Just attention, everybody. He's going to repeat himself.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you right now, this is absolutely my favorite truck, and the reason why, those camera systems, when I was hauling that enclosed trailer, I don't even have to look in the rear view mirror or the side mirrors anymore. The camera on my dash shows me exactly what's behind me and how far the cars are behind the trailer. That is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That's worth the truck. That's the best thing about the truck. I mean, that just, Matt Stewart couldn't believe how good that was. He said, that's awesome.
That's like one of the biggest upgrades that you could not get in the Trail Boss that the ZR2 offers, that technology package.
Yeah, I feel so.
You still can't get all those cameras in the Trail Boss. You have to go to the ZR2 to get that. So.
Well, I'm telling you what, that alone was worth the price of the car or the truck. Because I hate towing stuff because I'm always scared about backing up and
being able to see and all that.
Yeah, that camera system is amazing.
Yeah. And then if you ever get additional cameras to mount to the back of your trailer, then you have those options too.
Yeah, I'm happy with. I don't understand how it can show above the truck. I still don't understand how they do that.
Yeah, they just take all four images and then just doing it. They merge all four images together, and then that gives you the aerial look. And then they just put. So that's just as a fake image of a truck that they put on there. So that's not your actual truck.
Yeah, well, it's still cool. Yeah. What's going on at the Rock today?
Well, I still have some vehicles.
Yeah?
Yeah, I finally got some more in the last week. And over the last few weeks, it's still fairly tough to get some things. I mean, some pickups are a little easier to get. I can get some Traverses now. But, your Tahoes and Suburbans, those are still the toughest things to get. But a couple things are a little easier to get. But I don't have much more from when we spoke last a few weeks back, but I got a couple. So
yeah.
I do have a couple half-ton LTZs sitting here. They're blue. I got a couple black LTZs, so I have a couple sitting on the lot as well. So not too much has changed since we spoke last before your big trip up north. So.
Okay. No incentive changes?
No incentives changes at all. They changed, they renew them every single month, but they stayed the same for what they did for September as they will for October. So on half-ton pickups, there's a $500 rebate, or you could do $1,000 towards GM accessories. So you could do that. There is military out there. There is education out there, stuff like that. So there are a couple incentives out there on certain models. So
I got you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Everything else is good, and just getting ready for the chilly day for today. It's really, really nice out. I wish I had the day off and go hunting today. So
yeah, they were definitely moving yesterday. It was a good set. So this weekend should be good. Everybody out hunting should do good. So all right, Joe, I'll be up there this week. I'm actually getting the truck wrapped this week, thanks to Chase Decals up in Ames.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I'm anxious to see how that turns out. If it looks like the pictures, it's going to look really good. So you should be seeing the Outdoor Call radio truck on the highways near you sometime soon.
Awesome, and we look forward to it.
All right, buddy. I'll talk. Send me some.
Have a great day.
Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Joe.
Did he hang up? He hung up.
He hung up.
All right. I was going to say, where can they find you? But he hung up on me. Let's see.
have to do that for him.
Yeah, Herman's fine. You can find Joe at the Rock on Oro Labor Road in Ankeny at Carl Chevrolet. Just ask for Smokin' Joe Smelter. That's right. There's your Furman's Fine Jewelers over there in West Des Moines. We're going to start giving away some diamond earrings here pretty quick. Thanks to Donnie and Frank. If you need any kind of jewelry or mountings, diamonds, in-store jewelry repair, they do it all for you. 222-2600, 222-2600. So let me do the fishing report this week, brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. Black Hawk Lake, water temperatures in the low 60s. Black crappie bite is fair, gills are slow, bass are fair, walleye are fair, perch are fair. Browns Lake, water levels remain low. Use caution when launching boats. Horseshoe Creek, water temperatures in the mid-60s. Crappie are fair, gills are fair, bass are fair. Storm Lake, channel catfish bite is good. The yellow bass are fair, the walleye are fair. Catching most of the walleye on crankbaits, crawler harnesses, and drifting leeches mid-lake. Green Lake, Green Valley Lake, gills are fair. Big Creek, black crappie bite is fair, walleye are fair. Jigging, trolling, live bait rigs, or shad imitating plastics and crankbaits over the humps are producing the best bite. Des Moines River, channel catfish bite is good. White bass is good. Wipers and stripeds are doing good. Twister tail, slim baits, live minnows, jigs below the dams in Des Moines and below Red Rock. Des Moines River, the channel catfish bite is good. Red Rock, white bass is good. Lake, Little River Watershed Lake, black crappie bite is good. Gills are slow. Largemouth bass are good. 3 Mile. Courtesy docks are in on the main ramp. Gills are fair. Walleye are fair. 12 Mile Creek, black crappie bite is good. Bass are good. And that's your fishing report brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. All right, let me take a real quick break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Are we caught up? We're caught up, aren't we?
What's your name? Here.
Yeah.
Here's the Mrs. Butterworth.
John, how you doing, bud? Tell the missus hi.
This is, well, let me...
Last big
You love
one.
hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field? Well, then you need to check out Alive Action Decoys. Hey, guys, it's Outdoors Dan here. Alive Action Decoys are one of the most realistic...
Yeah, I got to get up there, Gare. I'm telling you, man, we need some fish.
Start with a Dave Smith gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail up and down,
the
move
setting.
it side to side, and even
Someone's
walk
coming
that
on,
tom up
and I
and
don't
back
know what
while
it
it's
is,
on the
but
platform.
Every time
Alive
I talk
Action
to Danny,
decoys are
It's
so
sabotage.
amazingly
I'm telling you,
lifelike,
it's
they'll
sabotage.
even the weariest
They're
old tom
sabotaging
you
us.
got
I
running
know,
around
something's
your
going, but
woods.
it should be...
Plus, the good thing is they're made right here in the good old US of A. For more information about Alive
That's a
Action
little better
Decoys,
now,
please
but-
check
They
them out
just
on
can't
Facebook.
handle having radio mediocrity on the air. That's what it is. They don't like a mediocre show.
Take it from me, Outdoors Dan.
I'm not going to stand for it.
No, I'm standing for it. We're going to sit for it.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry
Man, she still
SMC
hasn't
horse
uploaded the
trailers
shows.
that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV
Really?
also features a full-service center ready for
Has she
any
been
repair
doing
that your
them?
RV might
Or
have.
just...
I don't know if she called me and said, hey, do you still want us on the air? And I said, yeah. And she's,
They
I don't know
also
why
have a
she's not loading the
full-service
show.
parts department for
calling
anything
her
you
now?
might need to keep your camper going. They're open
You got a
Monday through
minute
Saturday,
left.
located at
No, a minute.
1727
17.
South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny,
Well, I
Iowa.
gotta load
Please
next
call
week
them at
today.
515-964-1424 or check them out online at ImperialRVCenter.com. That's ImperialRVCenter.com. Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
Let's talk about a story. An Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor.
Oh, man. Gary!
descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit.
I gotta go to Kansas in the 20th or the 21st. Otherwise I'd be heading up your way, buddy, to catch some fish.
Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe.
I got my credit card gas bill the other day.
At the distillery every
Not
day.
good.
Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday.
I'm gonna be eating venison.
West Clay Street,
Venison.
right off I-35.
What's some things
Revelton
called?
Distillery fine spirits are also
What's some
available at your
little
local
noodle
grocery
things?
and other retailers around.
I'm gonna be eating venison ramen for a month.
ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place in Ankeny that's your one-stop outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water. Smokers and grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare. Kayaks and boat gear are also on hand to help you find more fish when you go wet alive. Sportsman's Warehouse has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices that will make sure you are outdoors in comfort and style. If you're traveling, you can also go shop 24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time you're planning your next outdoor adventure, make sure that you check out Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right. Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. So I've had a couple requests for people that are looking for lethal dirt and field spray. If you go to lethalproducts.com, you can buy the spray there and get, I think it's 20 or 25% off. Just use the code TRYLETHAL when you're checking out. TRYLETHAL, and that should get you a discount. Also had some people asking about what the discount code was for Onyx. It's OCR20. That gets you 20% off Onyx for the year. But you have to go to the website for that. It's www.onxmap.com/hunt. And then if you renew and use that code OCR Oscar Charlie Robert 20, that'll get you 20% off there. So we're trying to save you money. And also, if that wasn't enough, I talked to Josh and Pure Whitetail yesterday. We are going to start giving some coffee away. I got to get a little deal made up, but Pure Whitetail is going to be our coffee sponsor. And they got really, really good coffee. So we're looking forward to giving away some coffee from Pure Whitetail. All day set, man. That's the stuff right there. All day sit. How about that? I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited. What do you think, Andrew?
Oh, there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Yeah, I looked in my closet and I've got 4 Iowa Wild hockey jerseys. I don't need 4 Iowa Wild hockey jerseys, so we're going to be giving some jerseys away.
One for a crazy day, home, away. I mean,
we're glad to have Joey emailed me yesterday. We're glad to have the Iowa Wild back as a partner on the show. So we'll be giving away some 4-packs. But first couple winners are going to get a jersey, a sweater. They're sweaters. Because if you go to Canada, hey, how you doing there, Dan, old buddy? It's not Jersey, it's a sweater up here in the Great White North. Don't you know your hockey terms there, Daniel? Yes, I do. Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, what you doing there, Jennifer? How you doing, old buddy?
I can't
Love you, honey.
Still can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you still? Are you on the couch?
No.
Oh man.
No. Nope.
You're lucky.
No. I've been taking care of Raven all week.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she's been taking care of Raven for 2 weeks.
Well, that's the love of her life, man. She loves that dog.
Just saying.
I'm telling you, she flat out loves that dog more than anything. If God forbid anything happens to that, something happened to Raven. I don't know, when was that? Wednesday or Thursday? He was running down the hall and we heard a squeak, And then he came back, his tail was tucked, and he was shaking, and he was, just acting really weird. And it's like, what was that? And like something scared him. And then I sat down on the couch with him and stuff. And anyway, it got to the point where I took him to the emergency room, and they said that they didn't know what was. I think he swallowed a squeaker from a toy, and it freaked him out. But yeah, that wasn't good, man. If that dog wouldn't have came home with me, I probably wouldn't have came back home. I'm telling you. Speaking of home, nobody says home. Nothing says home like Advanced Family Dentistry. That's right. Home is where the teeth are. That's right. Oh, I was up there going up to Canada, and Matt Stewart was sitting there because that's Dr. Stewart's husband. And we were talking about cleanings and cavities and fillings and root canals and how they do such a great job at Advanced Family Dentistry. And, Stewie says he actually looks forward to going getting his teeth cleaned. I mean, now, is that not love? Huh? How many people actually say, I look forward to going to get my teeth cleaned? I'm telling you. That's love, man. Well, that all happens there under the guidance of the Jedi Master, Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi at Advanced Family Dentistry, where he uses the Force to provide not only a hospitable atmosphere, but just making sure that you get everything you need dental-wise in a safe and stress-free environment as much as possible. Because he uses the Force to calm me down, because I'm a big baby. But Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, and everybody there does a great job. If you need a dentist or just new to the area and looking for a dentist, please consider the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry, 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa, 964-1490, 964-1490, or anytime at AnkenySmiles.com. I've got to go. We will be back to do it again next week, God willing. Be good to one another. We're all in it together. Till next time. Bye! I did it. I got it in. All right. I've got a bunch of these, so I will be giving these away. And then we'll have another contest to start on the Outdoor Call Radio app. We'll announce that on Wednesday, on the Wednesday drive. So stay tuned for more details. I will see you soon. If you need anything, hit me up here on Facebook, or you can go to the outdoorcallradio.com and email me, and I will get back to you. Thanks, everybody. Be good to one another. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.
Go to Unbanking Bronco.